Hey team time trialers, it is Sherpa Dave with the Recon ride for Watopias Waistband. I had to think about that for a second. Nobody tell the Rowan King guys that I dropped the row from their logo there. I think they'd be pretty upset with me, but there we go. Before I start, I want to say a big thank you to the BZR team for hosting me on my Recon ride. They didn't actually know they were hosting me on the Recon ride. I just joined, let them ride off, and then go from there. And the reason for that is because this route originally started as a Rebel route, and then when the team at Zwift HQ decided to add it in, they added it in as event only, which means you can't just hop onto Zwift and ride this route. So there you go. So I jumped on BZRs or BZRs, since the majority of you seem to be in the UK. And they were very gracious about it because they didn't know. So you may or may not be wondering why I have a big green screen behind me, and that's because I'm going to give you some target times a little later on. So we'll see how you guys do. So we'll see how you guys do. Anyway, let's jump on to the ride. Okay, so it is Watopias Waistland. We start going through the desert, up the Col du Saddle Springs after 10k, into the tunnels, back out the other side, up and over the hill into the Italian village, around the volcano, through downtown and home. Let's pause there and take that in a little bit more detail. At the 10-kilometer mark, you're going to hit the Col du Saddle Springs, which is a 900-meter gentle climb up. You'll descend the other side into the tunnels, and then at 13.7 kilometers, you're going to hit that extended rough patch, which is basically up and out of the tunnels. It's a little bit of gravel. After the gravel, you go up the 1% false flat to the top of the little hill, down the other side past the waterfall, through the Italian village, turn left at the fountain, around some gravel, and then you hit the land causeway. After that, 19.6 kilometers, we hit that Volcano Double-bump as you are going around the clockwise way around the volcano. It's up, it's flat, and then it's up a little more. And that's how that double bump works. We're going to focus on each of these areas as we get there. 21.9, nice gentle descent into downtown, and then up the other side. And then at 23.7, we rise up into the desert. Again, another little patch of mixed terrain. You'll hit the 500-meter mark at 27.7 kilometers, 27.8 kilometers. You are done. This is the flattest route you're going to find on Watopia of this distance, 27.8. There's no big hills in it at all. It's not like last week. So we'll talk a little more about tactics as we get there. In the meantime, let's jump on with the ride. See this sprint marker coming up? Next time you see that sprint marker, you are going to be done. Well, you won't be done. You'll have 500 meters to go before you're done, but done-ish. Here we go with the Col du Saddle Springs. It is 900 meters up, right around 3%. You know you're finished when you hit the sign at the top. Not that sign. Jump on a little bit more. That sign right there. We're now at the top of the hill, and it's a nice gentle descent into the tunnels. We come out of the tunnels, and I'm going to pause it there. We come out of the tunnels at 13.7 kilometers into the ride. This is the start of that 13.7 kilometer rough patch that I mentioned. So it's 250 meters at around 4% coming out of the tunnels. Almost immediately you hit that mixed surface patch that is gravel, and then it's wooden boardwalk, and then it's a little bit of tarmac. That stretches for about 900 meters. Then it's 1.9 kilometers of false flat, right at 1%, before it tightens for the last 300 meters to 5%. 500 meters down into the Italian village, picking up speed at 3%. And you'll keep most of that speed as you hit the gravel to the causeway. Let's move on. So we've got some gravel, false flat that tightens at the top, down into the Italian village, turn left at the fountain, onto some gravel. The gravel goes downhill, then flattens out at the bottom, before you hit that land causeway. And that's the worst part of this whole ride, really. Okay, here's the double bump. You hit it at 19.6 kilometers into the ride. It, as the name I've given it implies, is a double bump separated by a little bit of flat. So let's take a look at that. Bump 1, 200 meters, 3%. 200 meters of flat. Bump 2, 100 meters at a little more, 5%. And then you're into the volcano. From here, it's pretty straightforward until you get to the downhill that takes you into the town center. That's at 21.9 kilometers. You're going to pick up speed. It's a 2% descent roughly for 600 meters. Speed up on the descent, go through the gates, go up the other side onto Ocean Boulevard. And now the last part of this ride is as you enter into the desert. You hit that at 23.7 kilometers. It's around 1.1 false flat over some mixed surfaces. You barely notice this, but you're going to be tired at this point. All right, 25.6, another highlight. You're going to pass the pens where you started, and then we're coming into the final sprint marker. When we pass that, it'll be 500 meters to go, and then you are done. So let's sprint home. And we are done. All right, let's pause there and take a look at what we've got. It is 10 kilometers, Col du Saddle Springs, 900 meters at around 3%. 13.7 kilometers, that extended rough patch. Just keep an eye on the team as you're going through there. The different terrain is going to change each person's level of momentum. Everyone just needs to keep aware of where the rest of the guys are, and you'll be good to go. At 19.6, it's that double bump volcano. The first one I find the hardest part to keep together. 21.9 kilometers. Descend into the false start finish. Past that pen, you're not done. You still have to finish up the race. So don't get too excited. But do speed up as you're going down the descent. Head on to Ocean Boulevard. And then at 23.7 kilometers, you'll start the gentle rise up to the desert. 27.7 kilometers. You have 500 meters to go. You hit that sprint marker. And then at 27.8, you can collapse on top of your handlebars like I do. And you are done. I said I had one more thing to show you, and I do. What do you think of that segue? I've got no idea how to do decent fades between scenes using this tool that I have, but you're just going to have to live with it till I learn. Anyway, let's take a look at the target times that I have for you. Okay, so I don't know. I was trying for a flourish. Did it work? You'll have to tell me. So here's what I think we've got. Vienna, I think you guys, to hit a platinum place, you're going to need 38 minutes flat. Doppio, you little speedy people, you, 35.50. Espresso, almost as speedy. There were only 10 seconds that separated Doppio from Espresso the last time this course was run. So 36.10 is what I'm giving you. Frappe, 36.45. Latte, 39.30. And mocha, 43 exact. So that's what I think you guys are going to do. Let's see how you do. I'm going to have a great time out there. I hope you all have a great time out there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the pen. This is the start of that extended rough patch. This is the start. Let's try this. Spilled water on myself. The tunnels. Almost immediately you hit that mixed service. Almost immediately you hit that mixed service patch. Almost immediately you hit that mixed surface patch,